horn is a little bit different. Types of horns are different. A sheep horn is totally different from a goat horn. Cow horns, which are, of course, more readily available and cheaply. And a lot of old spoons and ladles were made out of cow horn as soon as they became available. So everybody has to really make what they need to work with what they've got on hand. And so we'll be doing that in this workshop. And there are some basic forms that we know we'll need, things upon which to, when the bowl of the spoon opens out, turn it upside down in order to help it to keep its shape. So there are wooden forms that we'll be making to accomplish that. And depending on the task that we've undertaken, forms can take different forms. I hesitate to call them molds because it's not really a mold. But here's an example of a large ladle that is in the process of being made from a sheep horn much bigger than this. This is a half sphere of wood, and we put that in there, and then initially with a clamp, and then after that with strips of inner tube rubber. Use those to go around this and around and around and around it. When this was soaked and boiled and flexible, to be able to fasten that permanently or semi-permanently down into that form and keep putting pressure to open it up more than it is now. And so it's not a one-time process, it's something that you do repeatedly. And then the handle gets, or what is the tip of the horn, gets bent back to complement the curve of the bowl into this beautiful S shape. But that means that the tip of the horn, which bends this way naturally, has to be bent back the other way. So there are little wooden forms that we'll use to accomplish that. And then other modern tools that we're using include microplanes, which of course are popular now with chefs and cooks in general. So they're actually invented for wood, but they work really well on vegetables too, and cheese. So the ones that I have that I brought to work with the class actually came from a kitchen shop. So, but they're this little thin piece of stainless steel with a lot of actually very sharp little teeth that are formed out of it, so that when you draw this across the horn, it actually shaves just like a cheese grater would shave little sections and little bits of horn out. But because of the nature of the material, it's actually a little difficult to use a regular carving knife on, because it's firmer, it's harder, it tends to grab the knife a little bit more, and it's actually slower and more tedious to try to remove the material with a knife than it is to use one of these. And these work really fast and straightforward. You still have to use a knife a lot for other types of refinements and stuff, but these are really helpful for working the material.